It was a field of 13 for the 31st running of the Arlington Million. And a huge crowd gathered around Arlington's beautiful paddock to get a good look at these world-class horses as they were saddled for the day's showcase event.
The field for the 31st Arlington Million. The one is Real Solution, owned by Ken and Sarah Ramsey, trained by Chad Brown, and the jockey is Alan Garcia. The two is Finnegan's Wake. The colors are Donegal Racing. Dale Romans trains and Robbie Alvarado rides. The 3 is Hunter's Light, and the Royal Blue for Godolphin Racing at Alcine, trained by Saeed bin Saror and partnered with Ryan Moore. Nate's Mineshaft is drawn 4 for Windy Hill Farm, trained by Ann P. Smith with E.T. Baird. The 5 is Temerain, owned by Leal Racing. Tom Proctor trains, and the jockey is Eddie Castro. Side Glance is drawn 6 for Pearl Bloodstock Limited, conditioned by Andrew Balding with Jamie Spencer. The 7, Gus May Fair LLC's Indy Point, trained by Richard Mandela with Gary Stevens, Indy Point the 7. The 8, the Irish Spread, Mull of Kalak, owned by Invictus, that of trainer Jane Chapel Hyam. The jockey is Joseph O'Brien. The 9 is Guest of Honor, owned by Giuliano Manfredi, trained by Marco Batti with Martin Harley, Guest of Honor the 9. The 10 is the Apache, owned by Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Maktoums. Esafana Limited, trained by Mike DeCock, and the jockey is Christophe Soumillon. The 11 is Little Mike, the 2012 champion, owned by Priscilla Vacareza, trained by Dale Romans, and the jockey is Joel Rosario. Rahi Strada has drawn 12, owned by Robert E. Courtney Jr., trained by Byron G. Hughes with Rosina Pravnik. And Granger's drawn 13, owned by Yvonne Jacques and trained by Jeremy Nocita with William Buick. Granger last of the 13. So Side Glance going in. Stand by for the start. One more, William Buick with Granger to complete the field at 1.25 miles. Here comes Granger to that outside gate. All set. And they're off in the Arlington Million. And a great start it was for defending champion Little Mike. Nearest the inside is Nate's Mineshaft. Little Mike to lead them early. It's Little Mike in front of Nate's Mineshaft. Monokalak is right there along with Side Glance and Rahi Strada on the outside. But the early Million lead to Little Mike. Little Mike in front here for Joel Rosario with Mulov Kalak now up into that second spot from Rahi Strada. Nate's Mineshaft with the rail. Side Glance 5th and in between horses at the first turn. On the outside is the Apache, saving ground Real Solution. Hunter's Light in the Godolphin Blue is one off the rail, held by Real Solution as Little Mike takes them to the back of the course. His quarter was 24-1. Guest of Honor in the cheek pieces, a bit ranked there, and outside that is Indy Point. Indy Point in the back half of the field for Gary Stevens. Then Finnegan's Wake. Granger is running second to last, and Temerain is 13th. Half mile for Little Mike, 48 4/5 seconds. Little Mike charts the course. Mull Mull of Kalak now injecting more pace into Little Mike, so they're heads apart. And just off them is Rahi Strada. Side glance is a close fourth now as these leaders come to the half-mile pole where Mull of Kalak has taken the lead from Little Mike. Just in back of them, Rahi Strada side glance. The Apache is fifth and 5 lengths off the pace. Nate's Mineshaft is next. Hunters like Guest of Honor. Real Solution being asked to pick up. Finnegan's Wake also comes under ride. Temerain is 11th. Then comes Grandeur. And Indy Point is wide and 13th as they come toward the top of the stretch where Little Mike is back in front. Little Mike, Mull of Kalak now being hard ridden. Rahi Strada right there. Side glance. Hunters Light is just in back of the front. On the far outside, Guest of Honor. They're homeward bound in the million. And here comes the Apache now to take the lead from Little Mike with a furlong to go. Real Solution is staying on past the 16th. Real Solution charging at the Apache. Real Solution, the Apache in a battle that's come down to a bob. And the Apache found just a bit more than Real Solution. They were followed home by Side Glance and Guest of Honor, the South African bred under Christophe Soumillon. For Mike de Kock, the Apache has won the Arlington Million Crown.
When the horses hit the wire, the game South African, the Apache, had his head just in front of the charging Real Solution. But the drama would continue. Shortly after the finish, Real Solution's jockey, Alan Garcia, lodged a claim of foul against the unofficial winner, the Apache. The Apache's rider, Christophe Soumillon, had lost his whip but had continued to hit his horse with his left hand. The Apache drifted out several paths and bumped Real Solution as he tried to get past. So now, the outcome of the Arlington Million was in the hands of the stewards.
Your attention, please. The stewards have made a disqualification. Number 10, the Apache, has been disqualified from first and placed second for coming out multiple times and bumping with the one Real Solution. With the disqualification, the one Real Solution, sheer jubilation in the Ramsey camp. Real Solution has been placed first via the disqualification of the Apache.
As the celebration was taking place in the winner's circle, two sports legends were on hand to present trophies to the winning connections. Mike Ditka, who coached the Chicago Bears to the 1985 Super Bowl win, was joined by another coach that delivered a championship to Chicago. Blackhawks coach Joel Quenneville's Hawks have won 2 Stanley Cups in 2010 and 2013.
Well, I hear a lot of cheering out there. I thought maybe it's for the horses, but I know exactly who it's for. I am surrounded by royalty here. Mike Ditka, Joe Quenneville. I feel very special standing between you two here on Arlington Million Day. 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Coach Ditka. You love it out here. Last year it was all about Little Mike. Did you have the Apache this year?
No, I had Little Mike, and he didn't quite make it.
So it wasn't Little Mike's day today. Joe, who were you rooting for out there in the million?
I had Side Glance there, finished third, so he ran at the big number at a big odds. He ran pretty well.
Are you never can you never get tired of coming out here to Arlington? All the fans and everybody that comes out here to enjoy this incredible day of racing.
We got a perfect day. It's a great crowd. It's fun to be a part of this as well. Great horses from all over the world, but this is the greatest plant in the horse racing business. We're all fortunate to be here. It's a fun day.
And Coach Ditka, I know you're a huge horse racing fan. How important is it for all the fans to be able to come out and see a day like this and these beautiful international horses that show up, all the Americans, a great day of racing?
I think Joe said it, you go all over the world, you find great racetracks, but nothing better in Arlington Park. And that's why these horses from all over the world come here, these trainers and owners, so they know this is a great venue right here, the best.
Well, I want a big cheer from everybody in the crowd for 2 of the biggest supporters of horse racing and, of course, 2 of the greatest sports legends here in Chicago.
Ken Ramsey leading in the 1, Real Solution with Alan Garcia. Real Solution, a 4-year-old bank colt by Kitten's Joy, his homebred. Real Solution, 4-year-old son of Kitten's Joy, out of the Pulpit mare Reach for the Heavens, bred in Pennsylvania by Ken and Sarah Ramsey, owned by the breeders and trained by Chad Brown. Million Glory for Alan Garcia. And here's Real Solution, the now 8-1 official winner. Making the presentation to winning owner Ken and Sarah Ramsey, Arlington Chairman Richard Al Duchossois, the coach Mike Ditka, presenting to winning trainer Chad Brown, and Joel Quenneville making the presentation to winning jockey Alan Garcia. Arlington International congratulates the winning connections of Real Solution. Congratulations to winning breeders and owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey, winning trainer Chad Brown, and winning jockey Alan Garcia. Arlington Chairman Mr. Richard Al Duchossois making the owner's presentation. Coach Q, Joel Quenneville making the presentation to winning jockey Alan Garcia.
We got a joyful Ken Ramsey here in the Arlington Park Winners Circle. I imagine you've had some pretty good days in your life, but this has got to be right on up there.
This is right up there with winning the Dubai World Cup, because we won 3 races here today. And I think somebody's bringing us a hat for the hat trick, because all 3 of them were homebreds by Kitten's Joy. And we also won a Grade 1 sword dancer with Saratoga by Kitten's Joy. What a day for the kitten.
What a day for the kitten. And you said it earlier, after you won the Secretariat, you said you were going to be getting down on this race, did you?
Well, I tell you what, I ended up, I bet 3 different times on him. I thought that was a big overlay, and I love the colors here. Red and white's my colors. Couldn't be better than this. And his sire, Kitten's Joy, ran his last race in the Arlington Million and hurt his knee as his last race. He got second. So that vindicates the old man.
The old man's having a great day today.
Having a great day. I think the stud fee is going up from $50,000. Everybody didn't get in last year. It's too late.
Did you hear that? Too late. All right, congratulations, Ken Ramsey, a Real Solution winning the Grade 1 Arlington Million.
And I got to take my hat off to Chad Brown and my trainer, Gianluca Biancani, who's watching from France today. He had this horse over in Italy. We was offered $2.5 million, real money for him. Decided not to sell him because we want to go to Royal Ascot with him undefeated, because Black Caviar was undefeated and Frankel. So had he gone, that made 3 of them undefeated. And I was a little greedy. I thought I could get $3 million if we took him over there. So I made the right choice by not selling him. And he ended up with the lung infection after going off 2-5 in the Italian Derby. So Gianluca started out this horse, did a great job with him, and Chad Brown has finished him off. Congratulations to all of them, and a great ride with my jockey.
Absolutely. Congratulations to everybody. Real Solution, big winner here.
August 17th, 2013 was a day to remember at Arlington International Racecourse. 12 races, 7 stakes races on a beautiful day in front of a huge crowd. 3 Grade 1 championships, The day is a true international event with horses, owners, trainers, jockeys, media, and fans coming from all over the world. Arlington would like to say thank you for your participation. After all, it is you that help make a great day like this possible. We hope you enjoyed your time with us and certainly hope that we will see you again at one of the most prestigious and exciting days of racing anywhere in the world, Arlington's International Festival of Racing.